Atención! LSU, Tiger TV, and LSU student media are not responsible for the thoughts and opinions expressed on this show. The content is produced solely by the show's slightly deranged creator, writer, and host, Ryan Banowitz. Enjoy! Welcome to La Actualización. This week, my bracket is ruined, but I joined Team Chaos. A person was set on fire almost a year ago, and I'm just hearing of it now. And award-winning performer Travis Ewing stops by for an exclusive studio performance. Clean out your ears and dust off the cheesy poofs. It's time to update yourself.
Yeah. Person that a kid just to be grown up. Yeah. Whoever thought I'd be the greatest growing up. Yeah. Whoever thought be the greatest growing up.
As I told you all last week, March is my favorite month. I pop back the recliner, make sure my mountains are super cold and not just cold, then veg out and watch hours upon hours of basketball. Sorry, female roommates, Papa's got to watch his brackets burn. I usually try to make money every March, but this tournament is almost too crazy. The Mountain West prove RPI stands for Really Poor Indicator, and the Wheat Shockers and the Explorers prove that the name really does matter. At a certain point, I stopped caring about my bracket and started rooting for Team Chaos. Oh, Team Chaos is dominating the brackets, but there's one squad bravely leading the pack. Eagle Nation, stand up!
Brown, Comer, up and down! Oh, no! He drops the end. Are you kidding me? Feeler has brought him out of this.
Sherwood Brown and his Florida Gulf Coast Eagles have taken the tournament by storm. First, they beat Georgetown, who sucks really bad, making them one of few 15 seeds to ever upset a 2. But the Eagles didn't stop there. First 15 seed to make it to the Sweet 16? I think so. Team Chaos! I don't even care if they win one more game. I'm permanently a Florida Gulf Coast fan. It's an odd feeling, so I'll have my new idol tell you.
We like to get the crowd involved. As you guys who watched the game, you've seen that over the course of the game, the whole crowd started to get behind us, even if they are not from Fort Myers, or as I like to say, Dunk City.
Dunk City, Dunk City trick. I want to be in Fort Myers, Dunk City, when these fools get back on campus. I'm sure good old Sherwood and his dreads were mopping it up before, but now he can tell the ladies that he's sweeter than 16. Maybe he even claims having an Elite 8. All I know is those dreads are in high demand right now, and I, for one, hope the Eagles keep flying for Team Chaos. But Sherwood isn't my only hero. As you all know, I'm kind of a jerk. I love being a jerk, and only fellow jerks could love somebody as awful as Marshall Henderson. Land Shark all the way, except they got eliminated. But I, for one, don't care. Henderson has handed out the Gator Chomp to Florida fans, pissed off an old man at an Auburn game, and flipped off the tournament fans after their third-round loss to LaSalle. He was caught taking part in nightlife activities during the week of the tournament and holds a long record of scuffles with the police. All I have to say is, don't hate the player, hate his terrible haircut. The fact of the matter is, if I were good enough, I would be Marshall Henderson. Hell yeah, I'm throwing up the Land Shark after I hit a 49-foot jumper. I was raised white and unathletic. That means I got used to setting picks and getting dunked on. A lot. So go ahead with your bad self if you jack up 90,000 shots and get a couple to fall. It's way better than I'll do, but you still lost. So, haha, go get wasted, Marshall, like you aren't already. Land Shark. Yeah, I'm doing the tease on camera one. So what, you want to fight about it? Come back after the break for a little taste of Travis Ewing. Warning, if you're a woman, I hope you're wearing your microwavable panties.
Like the way you work it, no diggity. Bang, you drag it up it. Like the way you work it, no diggity.
All right, guys, I welcome to the set the one and only Travis Ewing. Watch your girlfriend, his groupies are ever expanding. All right, so first question, do you have a name for this little bad boy?
I don't. I guess it's a Taylor brand, so you could call it Taylor. I don't know.
Taylor, oh, can I call it Taylor Swift for now?
Sure, let's do that.
It's trouble. All right. First off, why acoustic? Do you ever get the urge to pick up the electric and just thrash it?
I do. I actually play with a little band every once in a while that we do some electric stuff. For me, the easiest thing to play on your own is acoustic.
That's how I learned.
Right, and so electric is kind of like is more of a band performance, and I started off by playing by myself. So.
Oh, how do you kind of get into the mood for shows? Do you have any kind of pre-show rituals you do besides like drinking a little bit?
I always drink a little tea before like a big gig. I like to get a nap in during the day.
You have to get a nap at all times.
Yeah, absolutely, for sure.
All right, the next one is, do you have any favorite performances you've done, venues, gigs around here?
Man, I put it to varsity one time with a band, and that was by far the biggest crowd and biggest reaction turnout that we've ever had. So
My favorite is the time you told me you had to throw a lady's bra back, or she
I
asked
did.
for it back after the show. That's my favorite
that
one.
was that was in New Orleans at the Howlin' Wolf. That was a good show.
And it was a large bra, too.
Yeah, it
apparently.
was. Yeah.
All right, and the last one was, who would be your ideal counterpart if you could pick whoever you wanted to be on stage?
I'm gonna go with Kanye. Yeah.
Kanye?
We could tear it up. I think we could do a little
dude.
acoustic rap.
I
hip-hop
love
mashup.
Kanye.
Yeah, me
so
too.
much.
I love
All
it.
right, so I don't want to cut you off anymore.
Okay.
You're about to get into your little thing. Do you have a name of this song you're about to hit us with?
Yeah, this song is called "Give It a Shot."
Give it a shot. And all right,
Yeah.
last thing before you get into it, you got a show coming up this week, don't you?
I do. Well, I was supposed to have one tonight, but it got canceled. So
Well, you guys will have to check his Twitter. He'll keep you
yeah,
posted.
you do that.
Without further ado, do your thing, Travis.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Stuck in a labyrinth of skyscrapers and pavements, phone calls and payments, can't make out up from down. But I've been here before, it's the same old dance here. Give me the liberty to take a chance on you. See some nonsense, fairy tales and puzzles, yeah. Hardships and struggles, and it's ripping me up, yeah. And I can't take it, you're the one I need, yeah. Please, girl, don't make me beg and plead for your love. It won't be long before we're old and grown, and this world ain't worth it when you're all alone. Trust me, babe, I wouldn't know. So pick up your feet and collect your things, yeah. You never know what love can bring till you try, till you try. Give it a shot. And just give it a shot. Yeah. Well, you got stories of train rides and road signs, cityscapes and skylines. Well, I got a few. I've been east and west and far and wide, and no matter where you go, you can never hide from what's going on. So just hustle, baby, you've been running away from all of these things that you've been trying to say. Like I need you, I want you, I've been just getting by, but I'm ready to jump now. I'm ready to fly, and fly, yeah. I'm ready to fly, I'm ready to fly. 'Cause it won't be long before we're old and grown, and this world ain't worth it when you're all alone. Trust me, babe, I wouldn't know. So pick up your feet and collect your things. You never know what love can bring till you try, yeah, till you try. So just to give it a shot. Just to give it a shot, yeah.
Thank you, Travis. Pardon the quick break while we clean up all the panties and usher the groupies out of the studio. When we come back, I get a little heated about some news I stumbled upon. Apparently a hate crime is like a white lie, except not at all.
promise that you will sing about me. Promise that you will sing about me. I said when the light shine.
Thanks for sticking it out through another episode, Update Nation. Extra thanks to Travis Ewing for blessing the set with his acoustic melodies. Follow me on Twitter if you want to see what I care about in the middle of the week. Spoiler alert, mostly fart jokes and sports. This week's takeaway is a little bit of a curveball. I'm seriously pissed, and I'm not just saying it this time. I was looking around the Huffington Post when I stumbled upon a story entitled, "Gay British Teen Dies After Being Set on Fire at Birthday Party." I was horrified by the title, but I'd be lying if I said it got any better once I started reading. Warning, the story isn't fun, it isn't pretty, and most people wouldn't want to talk about it. I'm not one of those people. When something this awful happens, the world should know so it never happens again. 18-year-old Steven Simpson was exactly what the headline states, a gay, genuinely delightful British teen. The most unfortunate part of that sentence is I had to use the word was, because Steven suffered a fate that makes me shiver for humanity. One of his so-called peers, 20-year-old Jordan Sheard, tricked Simpson at his own birthday party into stripping down and covering himself with suntan lotion, which they failed to tell him was flammable. Then they set him on fire. Simpson died one day later of significant burns, and anti-gay slurs were found written across his chest. Sheard was recently sentenced to 3.5 years in prison for manslaughter for what he claims was a stupid prank that went wrong in a bad way. All right, I've played pranks before, and none of them involved somebody dying. The court said it was a pure case of bullying based on his sexuality and disability. Simpson also suffered from Asperger's, and that the sentence was within the range for a typical hate crime. All right, let me get this straight. So you can set a young man on fire at his own birthday party, defile his body with hate speech, and walk out of prison a free man after 3.5 years? There's something wrong about that. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I bet Steven Simpson could have figured it out if he had 3.5 more years. Join me next week on another episode of The Update. Until then, pray for humanity, and always remember to update yourself.
We putting it on wax. It's